We have seen so many videos of how to put crochet in, but you're probably wondering, how exactly do I take crochet hair out without cutting my actual hair? And yes, I have had a moment where I was like, what the, did I just cut my hair? Yes, I have had that moment, and it took a little bit for my hair to grow back of where I had cut it. But since then, I have learned to just, look, you gotta take your time and make sure that is your actual hair before you cut it all off. Let's get into the tutorial of how to take out crochet hair without cutting your natural hair, and in a quick enough, not too quick, of an easy method of taking out your hair after keeping it in for a couple months. All right, to start everything off, you want to section off your actual leave out. So I've had leave out in my crochet hair ever since I've been doing the like afro kinky hair, just so it blends in. So you want to actually separate it so that it doesn't get caught up in the snip. So I just twist it on up, and then I get an actual clip so it's super obvious where this hair is, and it is up and out of the way. Okay. So now that that's sectioned out of the way, boom. Honestly, the way I do this is I start cutting my hair, just so it's easier to manage, and then I start taking it down. So to be honest, I cut it in some nice little chunks. It's actually fun because it makes you feel like you're doing the big chop, but it's like not your actual big chop. And see, I have this, I might just take this nail off. I have press-ons on, and like, I don't know, I'm addicted to taking stuff off. So I started to like take half of this off. So I feel like my hair might get caught in this, so I might take that nail off. Anyway, just to make it easier to start taking stuff out, I start cutting. So now you see why I said it was important to take the leave out or put the leave out up somewhere, because this is what I do. I feel like Stony from Set It Off when, I mean, this shouldn't be a spoiler. If you haven't seen Set It Off by now, I don't know what's going on. Like, you might have been born yesterday. But anyway, at the end of the movie when she's just like in Mexico cutting her hair off, that's what it reminds me of, because I always wanted to do that. Well, when I have braids, I do that. I'm like, oh my God, it's time to cut my hair. But anyway, so I just start cutting it off a little shorter, then start unlooping it. It's like, this looks kind of scary because you're like, where is her hair? Where's the hair? So what I do is I spray it. I spray the knot. Especially the front part. Oh my gosh. And then I use some like creamy type of conditioner to take it out and make it like a little looser. I'm using Scala. I use Scala a lot for detangling, so I'm using the Moscacho's line, and I just put a bunch of this on the base of where the crochet would be. Really big, so I just use a lot. So I just massage that in. Then I start to fill around. So you gotta kind of like really fill around to see where the knot is. And once you know, you'll know. But don't add any scissors to it until you really know. Like, I'm trying to show you guys. Okay, so now I'm starting to see where the loop is coming from. Because this is really just, it's really just a loop of a medium-sized strand of hair. I find it oftentimes easier just to actually feel with my fingers, because then you can see just the formation of the loop. So once I get that out, boom, they just slid out. So definitely adding the conditioner helps to slide it out more, so there's less friction on your actual hair when you're sliding out the crochet hair. Okay, so I'm filling it right here. I can feel the loop again, and once you get the hang of it, it becomes quicker to do. All right, there's another one. Okay, you see that? I just slide it on out, boom. Yeah. So yeah, I do crochet. I feel like about at least half of the year I have my hair in crochet because it's just easy and it looks like my actual hair goes with like a really big afro. So, and so I get the hair on Amazon. I don't use all 3 packs. I probably use about 2.5, and then I always have like a little left over, and so I keep that to add to it when it needs some more volume. So that's what I've been doing. After this, it's going to be time for a trim. My last trim was about 4 months ago, so it'll be time for another one. It's summertime coming up, so I'm feeling like I might do some braids. I have bought several, oh, boom, and just like that, we have 1 braid complete. I'm gonna continue the next parts. I have several like half wigs that I've bought, spent my good money on, and I don't feel like I've gotten my return on investment, so I need to figure out how to blend them more. Now that I have a Rev Air, I feel like I could blend my kinky straight one a little bit more, so I think I might try some half wigs over the summer for my hairstyles, but crochet is probably gonna go back in probably maybe like a month or so. Since moving to New York City, I have found a good place to get my hair braided. I go to Joe Liden's braiding bar. So I found a place to get my hair braided, and I've found a place to do my natural hair trims. I don't know if I should try some other ones, but you know how it is when you first move to a new city. You're just trying to gather all of the places that you'll consistently go to. So after a year, I feel like I've gotten some good recommendations and good spots to get my hair done. But no, for real, a little chit chat while I take this out. I feel like so far the video has been on for 5 minutes, so I feel like altogether probably take maybe an hour. I don't know, hopefully less than that. But look, you really gotta take your time with doing this. So yeah, slowly but surely it'll get done. I usually listen to a podcast or something. I've been listening to, so The Read is my favorite podcast. I've been listening to that for like 10 years. But after that, I've been listening to some new ones. Poor Minds is kind of funny, so I've listened to that sometimes. And so yeah, I usually listen to something, but I have to be in front of a mirror, especially if I'm doing the part where sometimes if it's too crazy, I do take some scissors and I can see where the loop is and I cut it. But as much as possible, I try to just get to it myself. Even when you think it's your natural hair, it could not be. Like, even when you think the loop is the crochet, I have looked up, I'm telling you, the time I did it, I was like, so as much as possible, I try not to cut it and just like work with it a little more before bringing some scissors to it, which is also why I cut it short, so that it's easy to just see where the hair is starting and ending, because it's such a short amount. Less amount of hair to get all tangled. So boom, find the little hole, boom, open it up, you see, and then it's coming on out, bam. Hey. All right, I am done. I'm done. Now I'm gonna take out the braids and then we'll be ready to wash my hair. But I have officially gotten all the crochet out without slicing up any of my real hair. Okay, at this point I'm just spraying all my hair over with water. I put a big amount of conditioner on to take down the braids. And then start taking down my hair. But I think overall it's been about an hour, so that's just a good thing to remember when incorporating this. and I'm done. That took about a little over an hour. I say like maybe an hour and a half, just the full taking out the crochet and detangling, but I have managed to keep all the strands of my hair in my head. And yes, it was a nice 4 weeks with crochet. But if you had always wondered how to take off crochet, now you can just save this step-by-step tutorial of how to take it out. Remember to take your time. Make sure you saturate it with some water and a conditioner just to make sure that the crochet loops just slide out on easily. Take your time and you'll be done. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, save it to your playlist, and don't forget to subscribe. And as always, take things step by step and day by day.